我想睇 Liverpool 打波。我想你同我。我想你同我，你同我 you and I。我想你同我打波。我想你同我嗱，我想你同我 I want you and I. You think about what you are saying, what you are practicing now. Don't just let your bird try to follow, try to imitate my sound. You know what you are doing, okay? You know what I am teaching you now. I want you to do something with me, okay? Now I use 打波 or 睇波, those which you are interested, okay? 打波睇波 you know it, okay? 波 okay? Football, okay? 打波to play the football. 睇波 to watch the football, alright? Now you think about what you're practicing first. So I keep practicing with you about this phrase so that you can get used to it, okay? 打波。我想打波。我想你同我打波。你同我喎 you and I 同 is and. Last time you learned that. And is 同 okay? And then you know 你 and 我 surely you know 你 and 我 now I am practicing a conversation between you and your daddy. Now you're talking to your daddy, okay? 你同我 you and I, alright? Think about it, what you are practicing first. Otherwise, even you practice 10 times, you just let a bird imitate the sound. You don't know what you're talking about. The bird can imitate every sound of the human being, but it cannot understand what's the meaning. But you can, okay? Because you have thinking power. So think about it before you learn, before you try to practice. Otherwise, you cannot just learn it by practicing. So that's why you have learned a lot, practice a lot of time, spend a lot of time, but you still cannot learn how to say it because you just try to follow the sound. You understand, okay? If you don't understand, you can tell me. But Miss So, why you say 你 and then 我 what is 你 and 我? But you know 你 and 我 sure, right? Sure, right? Yeah, so now you know that what you're practicing about, okay? Try once more. 打波。我打波。我想打波。我想你同我打波。我想你同妹妹。我想你同妹妹喎。Now, if you can't hear clearly, you can let me know because sometimes maybe the Wi-Fi is disconnected for one second. Then you already miss my message, okay? 我想你同妹妹 your younger sister. Yeah, think about what you are practicing, what you are trying to say first before you make the sound. So that when you make the sound, and then I say the correct, then you know that, that's correct. So I then already it is kept in your mind already. You don't need to memorize. Okay? 我想你同妹妹睇波。你同妹妹。Now I'm still practicing with you and younger sister. 你同妹妹。我想你同妹妹睇波。No, think about it first. What you are practicing now? You are practicing. I want to play football. I want you to play football with me. Okay? And then now I change to sister. Okay? Just now you practice you and I. Now you practice you and younger sister. Okay? Yeah. 我想你同妹妹。你同妹妹。我想你同妹妹睇波。嗱，睇 is watch 啊嘛，波 is the football 啊嘛，the football match or football show 啦 ，OK？ 咁which football show you want them to watch? You want them to come to watch your football match, OK? So you ask them to come to see your football match, OK? So 我想你同妹妹 同妹妹睇我打波。They means watch me to play the football。睇我打波。Yeah， 我想你同我去嗱。Now I add 去喎，they means go 啊。Just now you only say that you and I go to see football, but now I want you to add 去啦，go 啦，to go to certain location。OK， 我想你同我still you and I， 我想你同我嗱 still you and I want you and I to go。OK，I want you and I， 我想你同我嗱去咯喎 ，go to somewhere 咯喎，去睇波。Okay, you don't mention exactly the place. You can add a place. For example, is there some football match organized in the city of Liverpool? No. Where? London? You don't know. Maybe we just say 英國啦嚇，英國 is Britain。我想你同我去英國。同我去英國睇波，睇邊個嘅波咧？睇Liverpool， 睇 Liverpool 打波啦。You don't need to translate Liverpool 啦 ，too difficult for you。我去睇去英國睇波。去英國睇 Liverpool 打波啦。如果你話去睇波咧，you haven't mentioned which one play the football 咧，我話 you just mention me 咧，睇我打波咧，then you don't need to say you just say 睇我打波。But when you say Liverpool，OK， 咁you change from me to Liverpool， 睇 Liverpool 打波。係啦，我想你同我。Try to think about what you're practicing. Still, I want you and I, okay? Or I want you bring me to, okay? To somewhere, okay? To go to Britain, okay? I want you and I want 我想 you and I, okay? 你同我 and then go to Britain 去英國 and then still 睇波 okay？For example 睇波 is the action right and then you and I is the subject okay the persons and then the object is 波啦 then the action already includes the 睇波 but the location is 英國 okay so there are persons locations and then the actions okay and then we can add the time may be for example what is easier for example 聽日啦 tomorrow okay so you focus on the persons you and I okay yeah and these are the persons and then the action is 打波 you focus on these two items okay can you do that you and I 你同我打波 okay and then I will add 去邊度睇邊個打波 location and who play it location is I will add it location I will add the location and time and who play it and then you just focus on the subjects the persons and then the actions 打波 okay so start from you who are the persons你同我嗱 this is the game so be serious about the game okay we are not playing the game okay then you focus on two items I focus on two items you focus on the persons and you focus on the actions okay and then I focus on the time and location all right we can change it okay so now now you practice one first before you change the persons and the actions now you still use the persons of you and I action is 睇波 okay so you start with your persons first You and I. Yes. And then actions. 睇波或者打波啦 ，you can think about any action. And then I will add the time and location. OK， 聽日你同我去英國睇波。OK， 聽日 the time， 去英國。OK， the location. OK， so you can change. So now this time you think about who are the persons. Maybe you ask your friend. Oh Peter， 你同我，Mummy 你同我。OK， or you can use 我哋，我同 this time you can say 我全家 that mean whole family， or 我同媽咪 ，OK， 我同媽咪OK， so you think about it and then the action this time you can use 打波睇波 or you can change some other action. For example， if you want to go for a trip 咁你可以話去旅遊啦a trip outside your city or country 咧就 should be 旅遊啦 ，OK？just a short trip within your city 咧就 can say 旅行啦 ，OK？So you try to say 旅行、旅遊， or you simply just say 去玩。去玩 can be long time, short time, anywhere, anything you do. OK， 去玩 OK， 咁so you can think about the actions and the person. OK， I will change the time and the location. So you start first. Who are the persons? OK， still 你同我啊 ，can you change some others? Only 我啊 ，OK， 我 OK，and then what's the action? Try to think about one. Even you can't pronounce it very correctly or yeah, at least 食係咪啊？食係咪啊？食 eat 係咪？我食 OK， 咁我聽日去餐廳食嘢 ，OK？So you follow me once. 我聽日去餐廳食嘢。嗱，食嘢 can mean eat anything 喎。咁if I want to focus on the cuisine, Chinese or Western, then I would say cuisine is 餐 ，Chinese cuisine is 中餐 ，Western cuisine is 西餐。So we practice 中餐 first. 我聽日去食中餐。我聽日去食西餐。You can put the 聽日咧 the time 咧 in the beginning. For example， 尋日啦 yesterday， 尋日我去食嘢。You use 我 first or use 佢 first. Think about it first. Okay? How to say it? Once again. Yeah, you can change the time in the beginning or after the subject, but you have to say the subject and then the action. Okay, for example， 我食 you practice 我食，我講，我打，我玩。So you see always this order. You cannot say 玩我unless someone pay you, then you can say someone 玩你 then you are the object. But if you are the subject, you must subject and then the action. 我講嘢，我食嘢，我玩嘢 alright? Right? 好啦，咁but you can put the time in front of the subject or after the subject. For example， 聽日我聽日 both are okay. 尋日yesterday 尋日我食嘢，尋日我食中餐，中餐餐 is the cuisine, okay? 中餐 is the Chinese cuisine. 我食中餐，我食西餐。西餐 is Western 啦，中餐咧 you can also use the word 唐，我食唐餐，唐餐 嚇。For example, buffet is 自助餐，自 means yourself， 助 means help， that means help yourself，OK？ So 我食自助餐。or a big meal， 我食大餐。尋日我去for example any city 我去 London 食嘢。Because I don't want to make this sentence difficult for you, so you can keep London this difficult for you to say it now, okay? But you practice the sentence structure, okay? So the way to express yourself, okay? So for the places you're not familiar, you just use English, okay? So 尋日我去London 食嘢。尋日我去 London 食大餐。我尋日去 London 食自助餐。Good, okay? So now we have practiced the time. I want you to teach the day and time. For example, how to say now? 係啦，而家啦 ，so you focus on the European letters J-I and then G-A, okay? Just omit the number. You can't focus on two things at the same time. Now you cannot do yet. So you focus 而啦 J-I, okay? J is Y sound, so it's yeah, and then the I stretch out, okay? You haven't learned I, but now you try to learn it first, okay? Letter I is yi. So J-I is also yi. The tone is yi, okay? And then G-A 加 I ask you to keep the last part, right? So now G-A is the last part. So you keep your mouth wide open for a few seconds. Keep the last position, okay? 加而家 Okay, just now you have learned yesterday I go to London for a meal, right? Or for a buffet. So now can you replace with 而家 but keep the person's I, keep the location London, keep the action 就係食嘢啦 to eat 啦 how to say it? Replace with 而家 yeah. 我去食嘢，去邊度食嘢啊？我去邊度食嘢啊？邊度 is where 啊 ？London 食嘢好啦，幾時啊？幾時去？我去食嘢啊？咁 you try the whole sentence. So where do you put the 而家 ？No. You can only put the 而家 in the beginning of a sentence or after the subject. 而家我食嘢，我而家食嘢。You try to practice. 我食嘢，我食嘢，我而家食嘢，而家我食嘢。嗱if you add 緊咧 that means you are still doing ing 啦。我食緊嘢，我而家食緊嘢，而家我食緊嘢。When you practice, you still have to think about it, okay? So that I can use 我而家我而家我 and then而家 is the time, so I can use the time before or after the subject, alright? But you cannot put it at the end, okay? Yeah, not loud English. You can put something in the beginning and then to the end to just add it as an adjective clause or a verbal clause. No, you cannot, okay? Yeah, they have some fixed position, but sometimes some wordings can be placed in different position, more than one position, but still you cannot put it anywhere, alright? Yeah, so you try to replace 而家 with today. And then this time don't just say 食嘢啦. To add what kind of food you eat. For example, buffet or Chinese cuisine Western cuisine. You choose you choose one kind of a meal, okay? And then you replace 而家 by today. Others are the same. Persons are the same. Locations is the same. So try to say it. Think about it first. What are you trying to say first? Okay? Today, you change to today. 係啦，今日或者今天啊，係啦，咁多數我哋usually spoken 咧會 use 今日，but you can still say 今天，but usually written 咧會 use 今天in written more 啊 ，OK 今日 ，yeah then yes good 我食乜嘢啊 ？What kind of cuisine you choose? Chinese or Western? So how to say Chinese? Chinese. So Chinese already the simplest word, the most common word that you should have used it in your Cantonese conversation, and then you have already learned for a long time. So you must think about it. Put this word in your mind at least. Okay. So 中餐嗱 Chinese is 中文嗱Chinese the word Chinese itself is 中文 that means the language the Chinese language 中文China 中國the people in China 中國人or sometimes people can refer to a great Chinese population. That means that they have already spread out everywhere, every location or every country in the world. So they will call you 華人. Or sometimes they call themselves 唐人. Or even 漢人 but not so common now, okay? Usually 唐人 or 華人 or 中國人, okay? Of course, you can refer to different group of people originated from Chinese, okay? Yeah. And then 中式 式 means style, okay? That means Chinese style, 中式. For example, the Chinese style clothing， 中式衫、中式服裝、中式衣服、中式中式裙 ，OK 就係中式啊。Or for example, just now you have passed your Chinese Lunar New Year， 喂，咁you can say 中國新年，or 中國人新年，or 華人新年。Or 農曆新年 or because many not only China celebrate Lunar New Year, some other countries also celebrate Lunar New Year. So Lunar is 農曆 okay? But the New Year in China, you can say 中國新年，中國 Yeah, and then the greeting 就係中式嘅中式啦，中式嘅 greetings 中式嘅賀詞啦 ，OK？ And then, for example, if your house is in Chinese style, 好中式啦 ，OK？ 中式so you practice again， 中國人中文中式中餐。Okay, so anything related to Chinese, okay? And then, so you speak a whole sentence. So today you go to London to eat a Chinese meal, okay? Or in meal in Chinese cuisine, okay? Yeah. Say it. The whole sentence. 係啦，我係啦，中咩啊 ？The meal or cuisine we call them 餐係啦。今日我食中餐，去邊度食中餐啊？ Okay, so at London, whole sentence again. No. Where do you put London? Okay, 嗱我食中餐，我去食中餐，我去餐廳食中餐，我去餐廳，餐廳 is the restaurant. That means also a location, just like London. Okay, 我去餐廳食中餐。So how can you replace? Where can you put London? If you want to say I go to London for a Chinese meal, where do you put London? 我去 Yes, and then the action. Yes. 食 Yes, good. Yeah, congratulations. So you see, there are some puzzles already in your mind after practicing more. You already you can restore and you can store and then restore. You can withdraw all those items. You have all those puzzle, all those pieces of puzzle you have already got in your mind. Okay, so you can take them out and then connect them now. But in the past, it seems that even practicing a lot of time, your mind is empty because you just try to imitate the sound, try to follow the sound. No, you must get some items, some pieces of puzzles, okay, about the language in your mind. And then when you try to express it, you just connect those puzzles. You can see already you have learned the meanings of these puzzles, okay? And then you try to connect them in a meaningful way, all right? This is a logical thinking, all right? Yeah, not just to follow the sound, imitate the sound, all right? Or try to memorize all the sound. Actually, you don't know what the sound mean, and then you don't know how you say this, why do you say this, and what are you saying? You even don't realize what you're saying about. No, you cannot do that. You must very alert what you are trying to say, what you are learning, all right? Otherwise, you cannot use what you have learned, even though you have spent a lot of time. So you will waste of your time, right? So you have used the time. I've used the time. Your parents have used the time and money for you. So you try to just take it as a game. Now I'm playing a game with you, right? Persons, actions, location, and time. Those are 4 puzzles. We try to think about which 4 puzzles we want to use, and then we try to connect that. We try to put it together. Is it good? Okay, so I hope you to take the lesson as a game in this way, so that you play it in a logical way. You know that when you're playing, actually you are also using your mind. Especially those games that you must use your mind. For example, you are playing a football. You must think about where to shoot the ball, how to shoot the ball, where to pass the ball. You must think about this way when you're playing, right? Right? Yeah. So learning also just like playing. Actually, if you take learning as a playing, it gives you fun. You also will use your naturally. Okay. Otherwise, if you just I just try to follow you, so you never think, you never use your mind, so that you won't keep, okay, and then you won't analyze, and then you don't know how to react. So when you learn how to play football, you must learn how to analyze the situation, the position. You must learn how to kick the ball, okay, or all those techniques. You have to use your mind, right? Not just use your legs, all right? So if you take learning just like playing a football, you will find it very, very interesting, okay? And then you find it effective because you learn it automatically. You learn it spontaneously. You learn it with fun, all right? And then you won't forget it. So after you have learned your football match rules and techniques, will you forget it? Will you? No, because you really take it as a game. You find it fun, okay? You enjoy it, and then when you enjoy it, you learn it with your logical mind. All right? So just take your learning as that football match game. Just like different people in different position, right? If they cannot coordinate well, then you cannot play the football match well, right? Right? So now just like this, okay? You find different puzzles in different position, just like different persons. You have to coordinate them. You are the coach. Now you have to coordinate, help them to coordinate in your practice. And then after practicing, all of them can already be coordinated very spontaneously. Do you understand? Okay, good. So and then how to say yesterday? 嗱，琴日或者尋日都得lock come 琴 tone for drop 琴日係啦 or 尋日 both are tone for 琴日尋日in written 咧會 use 昨日 or 昨天 okay just now I say that usually in spoken we use 日 more